What's up, YouTube? It's Eric, a Lions fan. Thanks for clicking on this video. Guys, I kind of want to try something a little bit different here on the channel for the Wednesday and maybe even the Saturday night beer reviews. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this for, but I figured I would try this out, just try to get some reception, feedback, and kind of how I'm going to do this. As you already know down in the description down below, I call this Review the Reviewer. And as you can tell, I have the Great Lakes Brewing Edmond Fitzgerald Porter, which I said in my, if you guys are subscribed to my channel here, you've seen the Weekend Ramble where I said I was going to do this and I was going to have Average Joe from the Beer Patrol. He did this beer, I think, a couple of weeks ago. And kind of how I want to do this is I'm going to have him up here on the screen and I'm going to be down below, down here in the corner using software that you can download on the computer. And I'll put it all down in the description down here. I'm going to let him talk. I'm going to pour the beer, going to smell the beer, going to taste the beer, and maybe throughout, maybe kind of pause it and give my own commentary on it. But I want to see if my palate and my nose are the same as his. It's kind of how I'm looking at trying to do this sort of thing. So, guys, I don't really know how this is going to go. I want your guys' feedback, and I kind of want your reception. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. It'll kind of give me some kind of idea of how you guys are receptive to this kind of idea. I guess you could kind of call it a reaction video to this beer and kind of how I'm reacting to it. So, but guys, let's go ahead and dig into this one. Let's kind of see what it does, all right? Let's go into the computer room. Hey guys, I'm sitting here in my computer room now. As you can tell, I have Average Joe from the Beer Patrol up here predominantly on the screen here, and I'm down here in the lower left-hand corner. So let's dig into this one, guys. Let's see if our palates and our noses are the same, okay?
What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from the Great Lakes Brewing Company, and they're out of Cleveland, Ohio, and this is their Edmond Fitzgerald Porter. So this is an American porter that comes in at 6% alcohol by volume, 37 IBUs, and at the time of review, this bottle is approximately 6 weeks old. So this beer is...
So my bottle here has a date of 8/13 of 2019, and today is March 26th, I believe, of 2019. So I still have quite a bit of time left here on my bottle.
American classic to me. When you're talking about American porters, definitely one of my favorite. If you were to ask me to list my top 5 favorite American porters, this would definitely be on the list, along with Anchor Porter, Founders Porter, Smutty Nose Robust Porter, and Deschutes Black Butte Porter. And when I'm saying just straight on American porter, I'm talking non-imperialized, non-adjunct, and non-barrel aged, just your 5 to 7% American porter. This definitely is one of the best for me. And I haven't had it like recently, but I did have it over a year ago, and it was just as delicious as I remember it. So I wanted to review it. I still haven't reviewed the Smutty Nose or Deschutes offerings, but I will do so at some point. We do not get Deschutes in the Western New York area, so next time I'm in Ohio or PA, I'll definitely pick a Black Butte up for reviewing purposes. Anyway, on the side here it says, robust and complex, our porter is a bittersweet tribute to the legendary freighter's fallen crew taken too soon when the gales of November came early. So this is a tribute to the SS Edmond Fitzgerald, which was a Great Lakes freighter ship that unfortunately sank during a storm on November 10th of 1975 on Lake Superior. All 29 crew members were lost. And this is their tribute to that unfortunate tragedy. On the label, they have little Easter eggs that, pay honor or tribute to the crew, like the number 29. If you go to the website itself, it shows the label in detail. It's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, this is a great beer. I've had it plenty of times before and get the chance to review it. I'm pretty pumped up. Like I said, finding this beer, though, this is like one of Great Lakes' flagship beers. And finding this relatively fresh, like under a couple months old, is pretty hard. It is, honestly, for me in the Western New York area. So 6 weeks is pretty much the best that I've been able to do lately. So figured I'd give it a go. 6 weeks, we should be fine. They give, I believe, 6 months on this beer as far as freshness goes. So we should be fine. Anyway, there pours out this really deep, I would say this really deep, dark mahogany, ruby red, brown color. Has all 3 colors. It's not pitch black. On camera, it should come off. It's probably ruby red, but maybe black. We'll see. Has about a finger of a straight up tan colored head. Looks beautiful. Very creamy looking. Compact with a few bigger bubbles, but just looks so creamy. Anyway, let's get a nose on it.
All right, guys. For me, I have a off-colored white head. I got small to medium bubbles on the top, smaller on the sides. And when I held it up to the light here, I'm getting exactly what he said. I'm getting those nice amber colors. Some darkness coming in here. I'm getting amber right here where the very... and the semi-laminated glass where it comes together here, that's where the most light's coming through. But it's a nice rich, dark amber. So let's get to the aroma test, all right?
Yeah, it smells like just a well-made American porter. You have some roastiness from the malts. You have coffee notes, a little bit of like a baker's chocolate, like a cocoa powder on the nose. Underlying caramel and toffee vibes, a little bit of earthiness. Yeah, it just has, and with American porters, they don't have lactose, and I've mentioned this on so many reviews. When lactose is used, I get a little bit metallic astringency just on the nose, never translates into the taste. So what I'm kind of getting in this, they do not use lactose. It's just American porter, but I'm getting a slight metallic nose too. Some people probably think that's off-putting, like almost, you had it in a can or something. But for me, when it comes to American porters, that metallic note for me just in the nose kind of represents just the style itself for me. Again, just me personally, might not be the same for you, but I just thought I'd mention that.
All right, guys, when I smelt the beer, I got pretty much all what Joe said, except for the caramel and toffee notes. I'm just not getting that. That's the only thing. Other than that, he nailed it on the beer. He absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, it just smells so good. It smells subdued. I mean, there's complexity, as they say, robust and complex for sure, but everything is very mild and subdued because it is a 6% American porter. This is not, 10%. They don't have a bunch of adjuncts, or it's not barrel aged, just nothing crazy. It's a 6% American porter. There's 5 or 6 different characteristics to the nose, and I'd imagine the taste can be very similar, but they're all subdued. To make it easy to drink, you could put back a 6-pack of this. I want to get into it, so cheers, everybody. Let's see what Great Lakes' Edmond Fitzgerald Porter has to offer.
Cheers, Joe. Thanks for letting me review your video.
Yeah, this beer is like 55, 60 degrees. Been on my fridge for over an hour. It's as good as I remember it. Right up front, it's not as sweet as the nose would indicate. There's like a roasty, sweet character on the nose. Like you're getting the roasted malts. You're getting chocolate, but it's usually a bittering chocolate. But on the nose, like the caramel and the toffee, and just the malt character in general is quite sweet. But in the nose, it is so well balanced and just cohesive and well put together. For a 6% American porter, the body is straight up medium to lower side of medium body, which is perfect. The mouthfeel, while definitely carbonated and spritzy and effervescent, there is a nice soft smoothness to it as well, especially on the back of the palate. It slides down incredibly easy. But yeah, the tasting notes kind of translate. Roasted malt, a little bit of coffee roast, baker's chocolate, powdered cocoa, caramel, toffee. There's an underlying earthy component here, a little bit of a bittering aspect. Like there's a little bit of hop presence here that's more to the earthy, almost slightly floral side of things.
Now, I will say that he nailed it pretty much all on here. And I am picking up some of the metallic taste that he said that was on the nose as well. It's present in the beer. And it may be just because of how it's made, and if it's in those steel vats and all that, maybe some of it transferred to the bottle when it came over here. So, but I am picking that up as well.
It finishes semi-dry and moderately bitter because it's balancing off all those sweet malts. Even a touch of vanilla, kind of a nuanced vanilla character around the edges of the palate. Yeah, look. As far as an American porter goes, this is one of the best. I say it's in my top 5. I would argue this is probably in my top 3. And there's a good reason why this is a flagship from Great Lakes, and so many people love this beer, because it's a well put together, tasty beer. If I had to rate this to style, I'd give this 4.75 to 5 out of 5. This is probably a 5 out of 5. This is to the American porter style, pretty much.
About a 95 for me. I think that I like this one. If you guys seen the last review that I did with this, I did this beer plus the the Founder's Porter. I think very highly of those two beers.
Perfection. Can't pick out many flaws. For my own personal enjoyment, it gets a 4.25 out of 5, which is a really high rating for a base American porter that just, this is a drinking beer, and I know that sounds so stupid nowadays, but this is a beer that you have a 6-pack of. It's relatively cheap. I think like a 6-pack of this is under $10. You can always have it in the fridge. It's not going to crush your palate. You can drink multiples of these. The flavors are so subdued, but still rich and complex and robust, as they say on the label, that it's just a well put together beer. If you've never had this beer and you like porters, you owe it to yourself to pick this one up. And for those of you who have had it before, Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one, because I'm sure a lot of people out there that can get Great Lakes have had this one before. Like I said, I've had this numerous times. Last time was about, like I said, over a year ago. So I'm glad I got a chance to revisit it and review it for the channel because, like I said, American classic to me. Anyway, appreciate you guys stopping by for another review. Till the next one, cheers.
I think Joe pretty much nailed this one to me. He nailed it and everything. I'm getting also that vanilla kind of taste that he mentions here in the video. I think he did a very, very good job. Damn good job, Joe, if you're coming across and watching this video. Not much really going on here except for the toffee and caramel on the nose. That's probably the only difference maker. And I would really think that's probably very minimal at that, minuscule, between us two beer reviewers. But I think he nailed it, this one. He nailed it to style. This one's a classic to me. I always pick this up whenever I see it in a six-pack. Usually I only see it in singles, but if I see it for a six-pack, I'm definitely grabbing a six-pack and taking it home. So, but I think he nailed it. Like he said, 4.5. I like it. I'm 95, 4.75, right around there. I like it a lot, Joe, and you did a hell of a good job in this video here too, buddy. You nailed it. Me and you have the same palate on this one, and I am really glad that I was able to kind of, I don't want to say necessarily critique a video, but I appreciate you letting me do a review and having me do my thoughts and stuff on it. But I know this is kind of the first one, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'll put Joe's channel down here. I'll put the OBS software that I use, I'll put that down here in the comments. So if you guys kind of want to download it and use it and test it out and whatnot, go ahead. But yeah, there's not much more to say here in this video, guys, all right? Guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Take care, guys.